Okay, a short video on the VendorMax, excuse me, the VendorMax processes that are a little bit different to most standard Supervend users. Okay, so we have set up the Bayswater database on our training servers. So I'm going to go in there now. I'm going to get into the customer master. Looking for a sample. Okay, so there's an example. Let's get that screen working. Okay, so Lakeside Milk Bar is an example that was on your list. We have put the letter A in the alpha group there, the letter A, and we have put the instruction here. So at the moment we've simply taken the instructions from that file sent. So I repeat, so we put an A there and the instruction in the personal column there. So what does that mean? Well, what it means is that we can share that master data with us, and the way we do that, and this is done by the Indian team, we export customers. We sometimes export products, but we export customers. Notice also we're going to send out, as you know, we use the order grid, so we're going to push out the customers and the order grid here. And I get rid of the column headers and I export. Okay. Okay, so that's sent out 1,700 customers worth of data and 8,000 records of order entry, and that has pushed the data to your local drive. I then send them to VendorMax. So we click on this button, bang, done. We click on that button, done. So that process of just me clicking that sent all the orders, the 8,000 orders, to the VendorMax server, and that process sent the existing data of the 1,700 customers to VendorMax. As you can see, less than a second to process those transactions. I then can log into the VendorMax system, and here I am into the logistics system, and I say A check, and what it does is it brings up all the customers who were flagged with A and do not have an order, and they're in here. If it's yellow, it means there is no mobile number, but here is the instruction. It says Lakeside. The instruction, they don't have a mobile. If I go back to Supervend in Lakeside, let's look again at Lakeside. We don't have a mobile number there, so therefore we cannot send a SMS. But if we do have SMSs, we can choose any of these customers. Click, click, click. You can see the customer adding here. Click, 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 or we can select them all of the customers who have got a mobile number are coming up, and we can say this is a default message, or we can send any message we like. Hey, no order, please reply, and we can send the message, and that automatically sends out that message to whatever customers are selected here. But as you can see, it needs a mobile number. If there is no mobile number but there is an instruction, the team will go through the instruction and act here and act on those instructions. Okay. One other thing that I will go through. I'm just going to get rid of that. One thing that we do, which is involved in this, which is a little bit different for people. I've forgotten how to turn that off. Can't remember how to turn that off. Is it in there? Can't remember. We actually integrate that with what we call logistics products, and this is a slightly new thing for people. We actually create products, for example, like no order, and we give it a product group of, I think, 97. It may not be in here, but we give it a product group of 97, and that means that we can filter it from reports or things like that. We would give it maybe product code 99999. Okay, and this is not happening on your database. This is on our sample database. I've not done this for a while, but it's doing some violations of keys and all that sort of stuff. But you actually have examples of this, and here they are. Now, informational products. Now, there you go. Actually, you've got an example. No order today, 1,000, and we actually absolutely do use things like that, which we actually find work very well. Okay, and we might do this. We might say no order today on Tuesdays and Thursdays, like that, and we actually call it no order, no delivery allowed. So we would call it a no delivery allowed thing. We actually also might have a product called no order confirmed. Okay, and there's two reasons why that is very useful. Because if we've got the data in here, when we load the data to VendorMax, we can actually test it within our logic in here. So we can actually make sure that we only send SMSs to the right people on the right day, and only check orders on the right day, and get orders for the right day. So that's very helpful. The other very helpful thing about this type of process, I can see that you've actually said this is for the ladies, and I can see what you're doing with this product. We actually also believe it's very important for the drivers to see this sort of stuff. And I actually sometimes talk about them as being communications products. Because what we see is that if we put no order today, or if we put no order confirmed, and that is on the run sheet, a driver looks at it, and good drivers get a lot of help from that. So they might, because a good driver, if a customer is expecting an order, and a good driver might say, gee, that customer has an order, I'm going to help them, I'm going to talk to them, I'm going to worry about it. This communicates to the driver what is happening. Another example is a customer forgets to order, and you've tried to confirm an order, or his wife or someone in the business has confirmed no order. You get to the site, and a customer runs out and says, hey, where's my order? And the driver says, well, I don't know. Did you call? And the customer always says, yeah, we called. But if we've tried to confirm, or someone has confirmed, and we have got a product like no order confirmed, your driver can reply and say, hold on, my team is telling me that there was no order confirmed. You need to check with your business, but we believe that we tried to confirm this process. And so in my opinion, what this does is it connects the front office to the back office. It connects what is happening in your front office at 4 or 5 o'clock to what information is needed by the guys at 4 a.m., 3 a.m., 6 a.m. And usually those two parts of the business are not working at the same time. This is the way that we have connected what we're doing in our strategies in the front office to the back office. So it's not needed for A-Check, but you can get better at A-Check, and we get better at A-Check. So we maybe have got 10 logistics products now. It's interesting to see that you have started, what looks to be what I would call office type informational products. Okay, we actually created, okay. So you're using product group 92. This is for ladies. We have got what we call 97, and we call it logistics, and we do exactly something very similar here that you were doing for the ladies. We extend that out to the drivers, and we use the information in here because the order entry staging area is so light. To update that master data and to send that data to our system is so fast that we can present information and use information in very different ways. So just to recap quickly, to set up a customer for an A-Check, very simple. We put an A in that box. There's an A. We put the instruction there. And then to get an SMS, we obviously need a number. Okay? That then is sent to us by the click of these two buttons. Master data only needs sometimes to be done once a week. And that gives us the ability to have instant data in our system that can be acted. So for everybody that uses VendorMax, we do that process every night. Okay? So just a short video there to give you an explanation of that. I hope it sort of makes sense. Okay, cheers. Bye-bye.